Stream now. We are live on YouTube.
What are we streaming under?
YouTube.
Us or you? Oh, okay.
Our channel on YouTube. We are actually live, but we're still private right now.
Got you.
So
okay. I'll keep the spice levels down to a minimal.
There. So what I can do.
Can you drop the link in the chat so I can start sharing it out? For when
That's what I'm about to do.
Oh no, because if you drop the link, well, we're live.
Hold on, no. I'm gonna send it to you. Let me get to the actual link. Our actual channel. Oh shit, no. I gotta make it public first. All right, so you ready?
I'm ready.
Good morning, ladies.
Hello, lady.
You know what episode this is?
Shiza. God.
I'm gonna say
Rebirth, episode 1. No.
I'm gonna put episode Rebirth.
AKA, we don't know the episode number yet. Give us
episode Rebirth. Hold on. We forgot what number we on.
This is terrible.
Exclamation point. So the title is
hey, you gotta send it to Brian.
Oh, personally. I'm gonna text it, email, smoke signal, Jamaican pigeon call. Okay, we are live on YouTube, episode Rebirth. We forgot what number we on. That is legit. Save, nigga. Okay, so I'm going to make it private, public. Done. Save. We are lit. Okay.
We are lit. Shirt from like middle school.
Copy. Here's the link.
Copy link. Let me go and share it to a few people.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I'm gonna share it on Twitter, and that'll be that.
Let me send this to Johnny. I know he don't sleep. Face. You boo boo.
Post. I'm gonna send it to Brian right now. It's fine. You should send it to him too.
I am. I'm sending it to him on Discord too.
What happened to paste? You can't paste shit. Paste.
You I'll be having too much damn fun, bro. Johnny said, "Oh snap, gotta get the popcorn." What up, Johnny? We just getting set up, man.
Just for you,
knocking the dust off.
Okay.
Make sure everybody here watching. I see a couple people there. Make sure everybody please like and share this out. It really helps us out. We've completely screwed over the YouTube algorithm from being away for so long.
Yeah.
And I think you put what twice, but I'm cool with that.
Where? Oh, I sure did. All right, edit. We forgot what number. There's a stutter. Save. Twitter. Sammy B. I'm gonna tweet this.
Oof. Hey, there's so much we gotta talk about, bro. I'm so mad. This fool Dallas, right? I'm calling him out. If he ain't here, I'm calling him out because I just got an alert saying he just logged on the Xbox Live. Told on himself. Busted. He said, "Don't worry, I'm here." Chamba. Hey, y'all make sure to like. We need all that. Okay, guys. So, I don't think we've ever went directly live to YouTube.
This is our first YouTube stream, yeah.
Yeah, this is our first ever YouTube stream. So, we're going to be doing this more often. Everybody's schedule's kind of cleared up. Life kind of, there's a balance to the force.
Mm-hmm.
This whole, adulting thing, we're kind of, getting the hang of it.
Baby Yoda has been delivered.
Yeah, the package has been delivered.
Mm-hmm.
Steaks were made. No. But I just want to start off by saying welcome and thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, because real talk, you got this makes me feel good. I'm grateful. We got a solid amount of people. I mean, Travis looked like a conscious rapper. He said I'm about to come out,
yeah, just
King.
Oh my
but
bad.
No,
I almost spilled something.
Guys, there's been so much gaming news that's gone on since we've last talked, since we last went live. Hey Johnny,
bro, I'm for sure getting carried this episode. I haven't been doing anything.
Well, okay.
What? Oh, go ahead.
What? Okay, so have you watched any new movies recently? Well, first let me do an intro. Guys, welcome. I'm BaronJ67.
I am XTJones.
And we are the most consistently inconsistent show out there on the internet. Adventures of the Black Nerds. I'm real talk. Hey, what up, Ant? Real talk. I'm just so damn glad that you guys are here with us.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be spitballing and throwing a lot of different stuff out there and kind of just rattling off thoughts because for me, I've been buried into this crap, and Trav has been, as he just said, out the loop a little bit. It ain't gonna be no carrying them, because it's all about us. No. Hey, nah. I haven't watched it yet because I'm a scaredy cat, and then two, I'm a hold off for a bit because I got too much TV to watch. I'm burning through anime, and we can even talk about that. But I'm BaronJ67. This sir is
XTJones. Yeah, once again, XTJones. I guess you asked what have we been watching. I guess we can start with the Snyder Cut. Did you watch that?
Oh yeah. Okay. First question, and this is a heavy one. Did we like the Snyder Cut because it was a lot better than the original, than the Whedon Cut?
That's the only yes. Yes. Clear cut, yes. I don't know. After watching it, I was like, all right, cool. a lot more. Thank you, wife, your clutch. After sitting down and watching the Snyder Cut, blatantly, straight up, it was just better. There was nothing more to it. The story, in a sense, stayed the same. I don't know where, because we've already talked about this movie pretty much. It's kind of like nothing really new. They just gave a lot more backstory and a lot more minute things that like people needed, right? People who aren't like super DC heavy fans, they needed that and they got it. I enjoyed it.
I'll tell you this. I enjoyed it, but like I know a lot of people ripped on it. Like I literally sat on a podcast with Dorky Dev. Much love to those guys.
Shout them out.
Our headquarters. Much love to those dudes. Thank you for the invite. Shout out to those guys. A lot of people were super mad because a lot of the characters aren't who the characters are at their core. I will say that. That is the most un-Batman Batman, and that is the most un-Superman Superman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that and I guess having this conversation with people outside of the the podcast and the realm of entertainment, I get that, right? But at the same time, they wasn't the same characters in the first one, right? So they weren't. If you get go ahead. Well, what I was saying is that if you just took it as all right, cool, this is like the renewal of this movie, right? It was a good movie. We knew I'm not a Ben Affleck fan as Batman, right? I got a lot of questions. They could have did a lot more better. I'm a huge Christian Bale fan as Batman, and that's why this movie didn't get that support it got from me then. But when they came out with the Snyder Cut, it literally was the movie we should have got. People would have still felt the same. People would have still said this exact same thing you're saying now, but story was a little bit better, It
was a lot better. It flushed it out. It connected things. It made sense. It was coherent.
And I think if they would have went with this, they probably could have got 2 movies out of that, which would have probably did it worse. I don't think 2 movies with that movie would have did it any better. But this could have been their competition to Marvel, and I think that's how a lot of people looked at it. But for me, I didn't really enjoy the first one, but I really enjoyed this one compared to the first one.
Okay. Well, you know what? I don't want to harp on this too much because we're like, damn, I went about a month out from it. Yeah. More recent. Have you watched? I don't want to talk too spoilery. Have you been keeping up with Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I have not.
Okay, then we'll pass on that.
So, let's just ask generic stuff because I wanted to. Since you've been keeping up with it, you have been keeping up with it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, how do you enjoy it?
I'm gonna be 100% real. They are like heavily showing the life of a black person with some status, and how the world still just sees Falcon as a black man first. And I didn't think they would touch on it in the way they're doing. And it's funny how a lot of the nuances within it is not for everybody.
Yeah.
And they do a good job of adding that nuance to where I'm sitting there and how I would react off of seeing something or something going down. That's how the main character reacts.
Okay.
That's how the world reacts. That's how the world plays out. That it does a really good job of telling a true like black man as a top tier superhero. Like it does, and it's not corny.
Yeah,
it's not corny. Like I think that's where a lot of Luke Cage started kind of falling apart. It got super corny. Like the best part of your shows were the villains, which isn't a bad thing. Most of the time, your villains are what make shows. Because if you got like,
bruh, I've been saying that since The Dark Knight Rises. Like,
yeah,
that that concept, if your villain is look at even the Dark Knight, the Daredevil. Yeah. Look, man, you go down the list of if your villain is something to be dope about. Look at Black Panther. Like, it's just, it is what it is. Your villain creates this, and I think going back,
Robotnik was. I mean, Jim Carrey damn near made the movie.
You see what I'm saying? But even going back, just to touch on this whole villain part, Steppenwolf in the first Justice League was trash, right? You know, he was getting manhandled. Whereas in this one, he actually was scary.
But then they made Apocalypse chumped out. Like that we could really, and it's funny because I'm not a lore heavy guy. Like I don't as long as it doesn't completely take me out of it. I know how to just sit down and enjoy a movie.
Yeah.
Like I'm the guy who loves the Mortal Kombat movies. I enjoyed the shit out of the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like Everybody Do the Dinosaur. That's one of my all-time favorite cheesy songs.
He would say that.
Yeah, like I can just watch a movie and enjoy it. You know, even the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, even though people wouldn't consider those bad movies. But you know, pizza, you know, what is it? Patience is divine, but never pay full price for a late pizza. Like, I can just enjoy a movie. So for me, as in watching that, and then I like wide shots. Like I'm a sucker for wide shots, and somebody on the Dorky Dev podcast I did, they brought up a good point. I didn't know that Zack Snyder used to do music videos. Like that's actually where he got started. Now I didn't look into it. I trust them because they know their stuff. But yeah, Zack Snyder was heavy on music videos, and that's why it felt like you were watching a music video.
Yeah,
like very, very cinematic, wide shots, drawn out moments, over exaggerated moments that probably shouldn't have been over exaggerated. And then it's funny how like that whole like the Flash scene. I thought when he was saving what's her name? Not Nora. Yeah, Nora, right?
Yeah, I believe it's
when he saved her. I'm clearly tired, but when he saved her, that whole moment was dope until he did the whole creepy hot dog thing. Like I thought he was gonna slide the glizzy in the mouth. Yeah, I was ready for the worst, bro. I was ready for the worst.
I said, "Oh no,
is he about to drop the glizzy down his throat?"
Where were they going with that?
Like, no, they about to ruin this whole movie in this segment. It still was awkward, but I still like what they did, and it was cool. Outside of that, the hot dog part, that was just
about to slide the glizzy.
I thought he was gonna take it and go
pause,
and just slide it, bro.
Yeah,
and I just, oh man, but with moving back to
Winter Soldier, or sorry, not the Winter Soldier, the Falcon. Yeah, Falcon and
the Winter Soldier. Like I make a thing of it every week. We meet up. My father-in-law comes over, and he's a big-time comic book nerd.
There you go.
More so than me. We do Falcon and Wings. First it was Wanda and Wings. Now it moved over to Falcon and Wings.
Okay, and so you have watched all of WandaVision then?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it worth a Marvel fan going out and watch? I skipped this one. Okay.
No, you should watch it and just know that the title really tells you everything. It's WandaVision. It's about Wanda and Vision. Okay. And I like that they really heavily laid into that and they didn't veer far from it.
I guess on the outside looking in, because I haven't watched any of them, I just assumed that they all were parts of upcoming, movies, right? It's
That's
hard.
What everybody wanted. That's what everybody wanted.
Yeah, because how do you go from me being obviously the times have changed. We understand that. And they have a whole Marvel studio session or sector, right? But how do you go from the big screen to, HBO Max? Like this is where y'all at. I can watch y'all weekly
Disney
now.
Plus.
Or Disney Plus, right? I can watch y'all weekly now. I don't have to go and, go to the theaters.
I will say this, that freaking shout out to Morris. got credit for working on I believe it was episode 2 of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Yeah, much love, Morris. You genius, you. Um, putting your business out there on Front Street, but I think they're doing a great job of giving us AAA silver screen movie quality TV shows.
Okay.
Um, like Falcon and Winter Soldier, for example, it has more. The thing about WandaVision was meant to be shot in like TV shows. Like it literally each episode is built around a TV show, an era, a genre of TV. That's the gimmick of it.
Yeah,
I don't want to gimmick, but that's what it is. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I feel like you're just getting a large snippet of a Marvel movie with each episode.
Mm-hmm.
Each episode stands on its own, tells a complete story. Of course, it leaves you with wanting more. Like it does, it doesn't. It's not like you can just watch one episode and that's it. No, each one you need to watch in order, and they do lean to the next. But they do give you enough information to where you don't feel completely dissatisfied with each episode.
Okay.
It tells a full story each one.
Yeah. See, that's what I got from it. I got from it that it was. I felt that since it wasn't. This is just me going based off of how I felt about it, about both of them. This is WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That we were gonna lose something from it going to a weekly, like, content that was distributed weekly. Whereas with the movies, you knew what you're gonna get. Obviously, Marvel didn't always hit, right? But with majority of their movies, they hit for people who were super Marvel fans. So I felt like looking at it at that on that, like, that super, like, I guess like, what would you say? Super, like, I'm focused in on that specific thing. Made me not want to jump out there and watch it as fast as I could. I mean, it's not like I don't have it. I have it to go and watch it. I just haven't sat down to.
Well, funny enough, we come. I'm talking like we're super old, but whatever. We are one of the last few groups of people who grew up watching weekly TV.
Yep.
Like, I remember every Sunday night waiting for the Boondocks.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
the Boondocks.
Yeah, like
you can go down the list. The Wire.
Yeah, The Wire. We can really go down the list.
Yeah.
Hell, Dragon Ball Z dubs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I remember every weekend. Like,
and if you're a super fan now, you still doing that.
Yeah, exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but like getting, we've been spoiled by Netflix. Netflix has spoiled me to a point to where I have no problem sitting back and waiting. Now, I will, for a lot of shows, like, I will wait 3-4 weeks. Like, I watched The Good Doctor with my wife. We'll wait until it's like 5-6 episodes, damn near a season, and then we'll watch it, and then we'll put it down. And sometimes I'll leave like 1 or 2 episodes just so I can have something to look forward to without, like, But what's crazy is, the reason I bring all that up is this actually brought back that love for waiting week to week.
Okay. Because
I make an event of it. Mm-hmm. I think about how my mom would talk about, like, Dallas, like, who shot JR, like, doing the whole weekly, like, everybody sitting in front of the TV. Like, it's actually really cool to be able to do that. Like, because
we actually did that. We literally would go watch Boondocks come the week and talk about it for a whole week.
We couldn't wait, bro.
Mm-hmm. We weren't texting, Facebook, and MySpace, nothing. We got to school on Monday. Everybody was doing the quotables, repeating the quotables. Did you see this part? We were doing that. So that
Is that what it came out of that time frame? Like, if Twitter was the way it was then, like, it would have been nuts, bro. The memes would have been stupid.
It would have been disgusting.
Oh man. Like, how do you have side characters who are Charlie Murphy and freaking Samuel L. Jackson? Like, they're side characters. Yeah. The lethal interjection. Bro, just mad because your ass is old. But no, Dog singing courses on animated show music. Like, bro, that show was legendary.
Dope.
But what I will say is it's brought back the love of waiting like weekly shows. Like, of course, anime and whatnot. But there's so much. My anime backlog is so deep that I have no problem jumping around.
Bro,
Like,
you're never catching up.
Yeah, I'll watch an anime and be like, it looks like I'm getting close to the end, and I'll jump to something else, or I'll go through my deep dive and like find stuff that people are like, hey, you should have watched this.
Yeah,
like I just finished watching Black Lagoon over again.
See,
funny enough,
you watching stuff over again, you never gonna catch up.
That part too. And I'm not gonna get into that part, but with Black Lagoon, I wonder if as much as I love Cowboy Bebop to death, like Cowboy Bebop showed me episode 5, Ballad of Fallen Angels, showed me how crazy and deep anime could be and is.
Yeah.
But then as an adult going and watching Black Lagoon, I'm like, Black Lagoon hits a little more heavier because it feels a little more grounded, even though it's just as fantasy, except there's just no space. Like it's just on the ground. It's a bar getting destroyed every week because they're shooting it up. Freaking warrior maid running around with a shotgun infused umbrella. Like it's just as wild, but it's just grounded, so it feels a little more to earth. And then I don't know. I guess I got a love for those weird like Seinfeld type shows where it's like a show about everything and nothing. It's about nothing for the main characters and everything for everybody around them.
Yeah.
But now video games. I can talk shows all day. The gaming world, folks, if you haven't been paying attention, has taken a big shift. The console gaming world has taken a huge shift. Sony, in a lot of people's eyes, has been the sentiment for Sony and Xbox has kind of flipped.
Yeah.
And it is funny because I didn't think it would be so fast, even though it's been a slow build up to this point. But like the immediate shift, the talks around it has been like within a month.
I think it's. Well, go ahead.
You had Outriders day one free on Game Pass. No, or let me rephrase: day one, no extra cost on Game Pass. I don't like saying free because you pay for it. You pay for the service, so it's day one, no extra cost. Game Pass console. MLB The Show comes out this Thursday, free or no extra cost on Game Pass. Exclusive Sony title for a long time. You have, and then there's whispers of something crazy going down because I still feel like Xbox is about to buy another studio. Like, okay,
which wouldn't surprise me.
Let's put a pin and stay right there.
Because
what studio can you picture Xbox or Microsoft buying right now?
It would have to be
wild guess. Let's have fun with it. Because I got a wild one.
I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Japanese studio.
Square Enix?
No. And I have seen this before too. That's why I'm thinking of it because it does make sense. Did they make not Grand Theft Auto? Did they make Metal Gear? What's the dude's name? Konami.
Ah. Huh. I honestly, that's not far off. I'm gonna be real with you. My three big ones, and I'm gonna include Konami now because I kind of blanked on that.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to imagine them selling, but I could see them completely like blowing up the world and buying Square Enix. And still putting the games on PlayStation. That's the funny part.
Well, yeah. They would have to. They would have to.
Nah, no, they don't.
Then what's the point of crossplay then?
True. And that actually, take that back. That I'm backstepping. that is one thing that I can see happening, but Xbox is really pushing an ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
We know that. We can talk this. It's been talked about 1.5 billion times. There's an article last February of 2020. I quote it all the time. Phil Spencer said that he is no longer competing with consoles. He's competing with the Googles and the Amazons. That is his competition. And the moves that have been made make sense. Personally, I don't even think Xbox is really pushing to sell consoles. If I'm being 100% with you, I think their real console in their eyes is Game Pass.
Yeah. Well,
Like,
because you don't need anything else other than Game Pass,
man,
which would
Game
make
Pass
sense.
controller.
Which would make sense to go straight for Game Pass. Shit.
Yeah,
You could use the PlayStation controller on Game Pass.
yeah. I
Just
mean,
saying.
and they don't care.
You
They
know?
just want you playing.
Yeah.
And they want you subscribed.
I think that a lot of it has to do because somebody asked me, "Are you more disappointed with Sony or are you more uh, proud of Microsoft?" And which one of those would plays more in this time that we're in right now, right? I would have to say Microsoft because Microsoft has been doing a lot.
Brian said, I didn't know the show was on Game Pass. I'm down. Yeah. Trev! Bro, much love to Trev. Man, Winterborn Games, please, 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 you guys go check those guys out.
Yeah.
I am so looking for. Look, hey, Trev, I haven't really sat down and connected with you like that, bro, but let me tell you, this guy right here can explain to you and vouch. I love tactical turn-based RPGs.
Yes, he does.
I play nothing but Disgaea. I play nothing but XCOM. I even got Dallas running freaking Wasteland 3 with me. Like, I absolutely love. So I'm excited for your title, bro.
Man.
I'm super excited. But back to the point. Game Pass will be on Samsung TV. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah. Like Xbox, the Xbox app is going to be a standard app, like the internet app on TVs. Like Twitch became a standard. How
YouTube,
Netflix automatically.
Netflix.
You know what's going to be funny? Okay, have you guys been to like updated hotels like within the last year?
Mm-mm.
Or 2 years, because I know I keep forgetting about freaking COVID. It's funny. I don't even think of 2020 as like a real time space.
We skipped that
experience. But like they built a new hotel that we used to have to stay at for work. When I would travel for work, and you walked into the room, you took your key. Your key was like your key card was everything. You plugged it into this unit, and then it turned on all the lights, activated the TV, and the TV had your name. And then it had a bunch of services on it. So it had regular TV, and then it had Netflix, it had HBO Max. My point is, you're going to get to a point where you're going to walk into a newer hotel, and you're going to plug in your key card, and there's going to be an Xbox controller, and it's going to be a Game Pass app on or there's going to be an Xbox app on the TV.
Yeah. And
you're going to be able to log in. And that was a cool thing. You got to log into all your stuff if you wanted to, and you could purge your account on the way out. Like as soon as you're checking out, you purge your account.
That's
and it
what all hotels and establishments should do, because
that's going to be the future.
You know, I want to log in and I want to do whatever I want to log in. Yeah. Like if you have an Airbnb, it's the same thing. You know, you go to this home, and they have their whatever services, whatever consoles or whatever, and you can log into it too. But there is no like super like, all right, well, we know today's out day. Do you want to delete all your information off this stuff? You know, things like that. You got to make sure you do it on your own. But outside of that, though, I mean, going back to Xbox Pass, I think that Microsoft has been doing way more. They've been, they've been playing into the concept of, we're for the culture. This is for the culture type deal, right? And that's why you have to look. I tell people all the time now, like, don't look for a console. Go get a PC. Go get a PC.
Yeah.
Go get a PC.
To be real.
Or a gaming laptop if you're just gonna game.
And this is my recommendation though when it comes to that. Because we make it sound easy because we've been dealing with them for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we've been uh, the the PC thing makes sense for those who are looking for something a little more, who are a little more tinkering type. Even though you can buy a pre-built, it's still an experience. It's still a like I don't like to throw the PC thing out there lightly because it undercuts how much really goes into this.
Let me
Like,
tell you why specifically I say PC, because the plethora of different things you can do to it, right?
sure.
And with Game Pass, it becomes plug and play, literally plug and play.
Oh well, see, okay, and Johnny Man asks brings up a great point. He said, "How many hotel goers happen to be Xbox gamers?" Though is the question: Is such an investment worth the potential niche service?
Well,
Funny thing is, well, let me tell you this: it wouldn't really cost much because on a business of that scale, most people who own hotels. Fun. Okay, I knew they the investment would probably be on Microsoft's part. Yeah, because Microsoft, and then funny enough, they can probably work in a deal because Microsoft is probably the one who does their back office.
mm-hmm.
That's how embedded. Like Microsoft just did the back office for GameStop. That's how they worked out that deal.
Yeah,
Like we're literally Microsoft is so embedded in businesses that them throwing controllers at them because that's all you would need. It wouldn't even be that much of an investment.
yeah.
You could literally like it really wouldn't even cost much. It would they okay they landed at HBO Max. The hotel I went to had HBO Max for free for everybody there.
Yeah.
They clearly landed that deal. I feel like the HBO Max deal would be more expensive than the Game Pass deal
Mm.
because Microsoft has truly understood and embodied the whole like the whole let me just make it cheap and everybody will buy in.
Yeah.
Shotgun. Let me just throw it out there. Because yeah, they could charge more. Yeah, they could be like, hey, if you want to play this game, you got to pay an extra $5 for the premium version of Game Pass.
It's
They
almost
could.
shocking that they don't charge more.
And you know why they don't? Because they understand the power of numbers. How about I make it cheap and get it into more homes?
Because at this point, they know you got TVs already. Because
And you,
even if you don't buy a Microsoft console or Microsoft equipment,
they know you got a smart TV in your
we know you
house.
got a smart
Or
TV in your
phone.
crib. We know you
Bro,
got a phone. We know
bro, you know how
we
many
know
people
you have a controller.
Bro, you know how many people in my Discord list will show that they're running a game on their freaking phone?
Yeah.
Like they're playing a game on their phone, and how many people, I, including myself, have the attachment for the controller where you snap on your phone?
So I have Game Pass, right? And I'm gonna be the first to tell you that the concept is dope, but I'm not doing that. I cannot. I was playing. I got a brand new Samsung tablet in there, and the games I want to play, and it's because I'm. I guess you can call me a hardcore gamer when it comes to that. Input lag, all that shit bothers me, and I'm bothered by
Oh
it.
yeah,
But I was in there playing, I believe it was Minecraft with my daughter on there, and it was a fun experience. It was dope to be able to sit there and play right at our kitchen table and sit around there and pass the controller back and forth between each other. But that is the way to go. If you're a person that needs, like for me, I'm not gonna even lie anymore. For me to enjoy gaming, I have to be right here. Like this is it. If I'm not right here, I'm not gonna play it. But don't let that undermine Game Pass because what Game Pass offers is dope. I don't think I have the right equipment to do that just yet. I haven't tried my phone, which I want to try my phone, see what
should.
my phone is at because I do have a newer phone, and I would hope that it gives me everything I would need it to do because internet wise, it loads fast. I don't have to wait. Everything is just right there in my face. Controller, Bluetooth, straight to the phone. I'm good.
And they just added um screen button controls for a lot of these games. You don't even
Oh
really
yeah, I seen that too. I
they
seen that
like
as
I
well.
think it's over. I want to quote don't quote me, but I want to say it was over like 50 games they just did not too, like this couple weeks, last couple weeks. What's so wild about the Game Pass mobile for me? My issue is my cell phone service is crap.
Yeah.
That's my only issue. So like the streaming portion of it, my phone, my service is just bad, bro. Like,
yeah.
I got bad service. Now when I'm in a place where my phone works great, then now it's like, okay, like it is worthwhile. So my phone service is so bad that I haven't been able to fully take advantage of it. And then if I'm at home, I'd rather play on my console or on my PC.
Exactly.
Like so I was just running Battlefield 5 off my PC, like through Game Pass.
Okay.
Because the EA Play is now part of Game Pass. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think especially since the Kojima announcement that there are not announcement, let me stop. The Kojima rumors that they're supposed to be having their game launch on Game Pass are exclusively on Xbox. I don't know. Well, both kind of the same thing. I personally think that I don't know where I was going. Game Pass is the shit. Like
that sums it up.
Yeah, Game Pass is worthwhile, man. Mm-hmm. Like I feel if you have a decent that's what I was getting to. You play Ubisoft Plus or whatever it's called. You play Plus, the Ubisoft streaming service. I think they're gonna be on Game Pass. I think we're also gonna get I think Game Pass is gonna get that Kojima game. And I wouldn't be shocked if Xbox ended up buying either Sega, Square Enix, or you brought up Konami. I didn't even think of that. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't shock me. One of those getting bought.
Yeah, because I thought of them especially because let's take it international, right? Let's really push it that way. You're pushing it to where it's at now, right? Right now, it's the biggest thing in gaming, the easiest thing to get into in gaming.
Because all I gotta do is get this decent cell phone. Mm-hmm,
and even if you don't, you done threw so much shit in my face. I'm not gonna pass this up. FOMO is real. People do not underestimate FOMO.
Bro, I almost bought a Vita again.
FOMO is real.
I bullshit you not.
I broke out my PlayStation 3.
See?
I broke it out. I'm about to upgrade the hard drive with it. I've downloaded all the games I bought because they're not gonna take that from me.
See, like FOMO is real. We actually did a FOMO episode, and I'll make sure to link that somewhere.
Yeah. But it's real, and I think that Game Pass is taking they're taking that into consideration because it's like, let me just shove it at you. Hey, if you like sports, hey, we got this, we got that, oh crap, brand new Outriders. There for you.
Have you played Outriders?
I have not.
I'm gonna tell you this.
I was waiting for you to ask me that.
Okay. Outriders, and we jump topics like crazy, guys. There's no rhyme or reason to what we do. Outriders is the best description I heard is it is extremely fun despite itself.
Yeah.
In all of its errors and all of its problems and the glitches and the mission tracking not working well and the servers being crap situation, I am having fun. And it's so weird. Like I've been running with Fame. Shout out to Level 1 Gaming, the family. Shout out to Tone Def Network.
Yeah, we got a lot of shouting out to do.
We got a lot of
Tone probably don't even know we over here.
Yeah, I probably should have dropped the link to Tone. Tone, I'm sorry. Please don't fire us, man.
It's actually it is in the description below
though. It's so wild how much fun I've been having. Like the enemies are intense.
Is it because it's new?
No.
I'm gonna tell you what I told somebody else. Everybody.
Yes, Trevor said it best. Would I pay $60 for Outriders? No. That's why I tell people if you don't have Game Pass, don't go buy it for full price. Don't do that to yourself.
Listen,
because the problems in the game, if I paid full price for it, would be enough for me to want my money back. But by me not paying for it extra, it's a super enjoyable experience.
I'm gonna tell you right now, when the first week when Outriders came out, which it was last week. When that game came out, it sounded like Anthem, right? It sounded like week 1 Anthem. Everybody was geeked. It was new. Everybody enjoyed it. They enjoyed the farming. They did this, that, and the third. I'm not comparing Outriders to Anthem, right? I'm just saying that this is
enough. It's a fair comparison.
Oh, really? Is that bad?
Okay, let me rephrase.
No.
Keep going.
Let me rephrase, because I said that is that bad thinking Anthem now, right? Not Anthem then, because it was a totally different experience. But that's what it sounded like. It sounded like that when people were doing reviews on it. I watched a couple of reviews from a couple of YouTubers that I deem, their opinion matters to me. And it sounded just like that. So I was a little bit like, oh, okay, cool. Well, hopefully, once again, I always end this conversation off with the same thing. Hopefully these community managers and these developers look at what people are saying and make the proper adjustment. Because if you don't, Anthem 7.0. That's what's going to happen to your game, and you do not want that. Especially when there's so much in that game. I haven't played it yet. Well, I haven't played the release version yet, but the way people are talking about everything that's in the game, everything that you can do, all of the builds that you can make, the enjoyment people are having now, man, they better take that, fix what they need to fix, and run with it.
Okay, let me tell you off the rip. It's funny because I caught a lot of shit on Reddit because I wrote an article. I will say Outriders community team has been awesome. They are very honest with the community playing it. Trevor is absolutely right. Let me say this. I wrote an article, and I keep plugging Level 1 Gaming because it's family. But I wrote an article about what Outriders needs to survive.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned that the price needs to be lowered, which, in my opinion, that's exactly what Game Pass did, lowered the buy-in.
Yeah.
They need to have quarterly content. They need to get rid of those dumbass cutscenes, and not even the major cutscenes. There's literally they literally shout out to Mr. Matty Plays. He said that this would have been the greatest Xbox 360 game of all time.
Really?
That, like, just to give you the scope, because there's a lot of issues they run into, or a lot of things that are in the game that feel very old, like 2 generations ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like loading it, you will literally walk up to an area and it'll be highlighted, and okay, now you got to go through there to get to the mission area.
Yeah, to jump on the little cliff.
So it will, the screen will go black, it'll be loading, and then a cinematic moment of you crawling through that space will happen, and then another loading screen will pop up.
Yeah.
And then you're in the area.
So they just stuck with what they said about that. They just stuck with that and ran with it. Okay.
Yeah. And they said they're not getting rid of it. And they were saying that it was disorienting. I didn't look too much into it. I just wrote my piece. I didn't want to do too much deep diving, because crazy enough, what a lot of people don't know, and correct me if I'm wrong, I know for sure we got Trevor in here. The game, they have no real plans on expanding the game. Like, it's not a games as a service. But the game's always online.
Yeah, so that's bad, right?
Yes.
That's
okay.
Bad. In this era, this time, that's bad.
Yes. And this is why I'm worried about the legs of the game, because your sweaties are going to destroy this game. Your sweaties are going to kill it.
Yeah, YouTube is going to kill that game.
Yeah. Min-maxing it to death. Like we already know, like, I've been actively avoiding a lot of videos. Like, one thing I did, one video I did go and watch though, and it came up across Twitter was like, don't kill yourself farming the higher world tiers, because the game, I will say the cutscenes are less noticeable on the Series X since it loads faster, but if you're playing with anyone on Xbox One, it's very noticeable. Oh, bro, I got an Xbox One S, so I'm feeling it. The pain is there. But I'm through all of this crap, I'm having fun, and it's really, you know me, bro. I'm not a graphics junkie.
Yeah.
I'm not a like, that's not who I am. I'm not looking at a game. I do fall for different art styles. I will say that. Like certain art styles of games, like I'm playing, and this is kind of jumping topics a lot actually. I'm playing Bravely Default 2. This is the first game I've played with like that chibi art design, with like the big head, little body, like not really detailed, like they look like pocket versions of people. Usually that deters me, no matter how great the game is, no matter how much praise the game's got. I usually like avoid those type of games because that art style just doesn't grab me.
Yeah.
And then like, for example, Disgaea 6, I don't like when turn-based RPGs go to that full 3D, especially classic ones like Disgaea, when they go to like the full 3D models. I feel like it kind of like, even Final Fantasy Tactics Advance to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance 2, like I just, that's not my thing.
Yeah.
I don't prefer it. So to see for this, that's the only thing that gets weird for me. Like I get nitpicky about that when it comes to like graphics and design.
Yeah.
But the game feels good. The maps remind me of old school like Gears of War. Like Gears 1.
I heard somebody say that, and I thought, is that more the maps or is that more the movement?
Both.
Okay. Because
both.
the movement in that game is super, like, it's built for you to cover. Like you can't just run around nilly-willy.
But that's the point of the game though.
Mm-hmm.
The point of the game, like, you usually will do bad playing in cover.
Okay.
Because oddly enough, like the enemy mechanics are, it's so funny because the enemy are smart. They flank you, they rush you.
Big ass grenade area radius.
Now let me talk about the grenade. That was going to be the negative I was going to talk about.
Okay.
How is it that it's such a cheap ploy? Like, why is it that this random NPC can chuck a grenade from halfway across the map to perfectly land in between me and my cover, like on the nose? It's like, come on, bro. Like add some dynamics to it. Like, why is the grenade placement perfect? And then why is the grenade rate? Yeah, bro. When I'm telling you it's perfect, it's perfect. That grenade radius is stupid. Like, hey, you think you're doing something and it's bombs away and it's right on your nose. No matter where they throw it from.
You gonna catch this grenade, bruh.
Yeah, and it's glitchy. Like we were fighting a boss and they got trapped in an obelisk. Like it was like they got trapped in a pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Like they was like hiding and covering and like fusing to the pillar, but then we knocked them out of it. And it just there's been some weird moments. There was even a glitch where we couldn't even like beat the boss. We had to fight him 1-on-1, like for the game to move forward. But through all, and this is why I would say don't buy it. Like if you gotta buy it, I'm like no, don't do it, because I couldn't recommend a game in this build for money. But if you got Game Pass, download it. Like if you got Game Pass on console, download it and play it. You'll have fun. You'll have a good time. You know, as long as you don't experience like it's definitely worth a play, especially if you don't have to have an extra buy-in. But if you got to go out and buy it, definitely wait until this is in a bargain bin.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I'm telling you okay, if I had to cheaply describe it to somebody, I would say
you're
Diablo
answering Trevor,
2,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Trevor said, yeah, Outriders definitely has some jank, but both in a good and bad way.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of what you were saying, right? That's exactly what, yeah.
It's such a strange. It's a pleasant experience. Like it legit reminds me of the days. Like remember we used to run Aegis Wing with Brandon and them on Xbox 360 for hours on end. Like it was the greatest game on earth, and it literally was like an old school scroller, like ship scroller, like it. But we played that for hours. Like we ran eight. Oh yeah, like it was like Raiden. Like that's how it was, and you just played it for hours. It wasn't the most technically advanced game. Exactly. And the reason I really enjoy it, and I don't have as many gripes about it, is because I didn't pay any extra. Now, if I had to come out of pocket, no. First off, I'm gonna be real with you. If I had to come out of pocket, I wouldn't have bought it.
Not buying it. Yeah.
Not at full price. I would have had to catch it for like maybe 30, maybe 25. I'd have picked it up.
Yeah,
but
see, I'm at a point now with video games that I don't mind waiting. Like I have no quarrels with sitting down and waiting. As you can see, I don't have none of the new consoles. I have no problems waiting. And I think it's because a lot of it just doesn't make sense to me, right? To be honest, the only game out there that I'm going to buy, even if I never play it, is Destiny. That's it. That's the only game that'll get money from me blindlessly. Outside of that, and then my subscriptions, right? My Game Pass subscription, my PlayStation Plus subscription. Outside of that, I don't want to hear it. Your game got to be so great out the gate. It's gonna have to blow me away, and I'm probably gonna have to be a fan of it for me to drop that. But outside of that, I'm not gonna do it. And the majority of the mistakes come from, when they start to release these games, when they start talking about them, because then they start adding on the sauce. Like you're doing too much.
It's been a while for me that I had a day one purchase that I bought with my own money, like that. Because I do reviews and whatnot. I haven't done one in a bit. But I'll say a bit, and it's only been like a couple weeks. But I'm trying to think the last day one game. It might have been Pokemon Shield.
Why was that? Yeah.
I'm trying to think day one.
And Switch ain't even like your duty. That's like your.
Yeah, that's just.
I don't even. You're never gonna see me play this.
And I can't believe I bought. Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I looked at I put up finally put out all my Switch cases. I got a lot of games.
You got a lot of games. I said that.
Yeah.
What new game did you buy?
For the Switch, I bought the collector's.
Look at his face. Look at him.
I bought the collector's edition of Hellpoint.
Of course,
even though. Now let me tell you. Yeah, I bought the collector's edition of Hellpoint.
Of course you did.
And it's funny because Dallas was clowning me. He was like, "You probably ain't never gonna open it." I was like, "Probably not." Like, I'd probably buy another one before I'd open it. And then I picked up. It's bad, man. And then of course I still got 2 or 3 games that are unopened.
So S-Max said he sounds so defeated.
Bro, because I got a problem. I got a problem, man. I got a bad habit.
No, you ain't the only one though. Don't let them fool you.
Yeah. Hey,
and he won too. He the same way. Exactly. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Yes,
I forgot. Ain't he the one who had a whole new next gen console sitting in the box?
He got all of them. He bought all of them. He bought the digital version too. And he just
sitting in the box just cause. Hey, this might be the first generation of consoles where I get a custom one. Not a custom, but a special edition.
Yeah, well,
because at this point I can wait now.
You might as well.
I'm waiting
for Sony to announce a SOCOM remake, and then they're gonna remake the collector's edition PlayStation 5 with it. Okay, cool. I'm copying that. I've got it. I'll buy that. No problem.
Bro, I'm waiting for. It'd be dope if we got a Final Fantasy 16 PlayStation 5. I'd buy it. Day one. I'd get it.
No questions
As
asked.
long as the design is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Final Fantasy 15 design was dope.
Yeah.
Card collection. You want to see a product? I can show you my Funko. I
Oh.
legit got to a point where look. You talking to a monster when it comes to
Oh,
Funko.
my bad, Mac. He bought me one and I still ain't sent him the money for it. It's been like a year.
Oh,
It's been like a
bro,
year.
I legit got a box of Funkos. Like this box right here.
You gonna need a bigger room.
Well, no, I'm just flipping shit now. Like, bro, look what I got. Like, I just like I got the Witcher 3, I got the Geralt, and then
Ooh, last thing. How you feel about them wrapping up recording The Witcher season 2?
I'm excited, bro.
Mm.
That show that was really dope, and it was closer to the books than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see where this is gonna go. Funny enough, whenever shows come out with books series that I haven't finished, I tend to kind of stop because I want to see it played out,
Yeah.
and then I want to read it. Because I get I get mad when I like read something. I'm like, why'd they cut that out?
So
Like,
after hearing you talk about when we reviewed season 1, right? I started to think, and I started to say to myself, I think I'm one of those believers that think that people who, or like not only developers but people who are making movies on like games and things like that with lore inside of it, they should just scrap trying to get everybody up to speed and just stick to the lore, because or stick to adding the lore in the way that they want to add it
like
in.
let the story tell itself.
Yeah,
like,
because people, regardless, the information is out there. People are going to ask those questions. People are going to go to Reddit. People are going to review it. Like, imagine how many people watch shows and then go watch reviews of shows, or conduct reviews on their own. See what I'm saying? So like, I don't have a problem with it because I didn't know too much about The Witcher, right? I didn't play the game. All the information I got on it was with you, or were from you. So if you're telling me, I'm asking you certain questions and you're breaking it down to me, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And then randomly one day I'm on Reddit and people are talking about it, and I'm sitting there watching people discuss this thing, and it's all clicking to me like, oh yeah, that's what happened, and the yada yada yada. So yeah, I think they need to either use the lore, right? Hopefully they use the lore and then they can break it down and explain it so everybody can understand it, or they can let people think, think outside of the, I was gonna say outside the box, but outside of the show itself.
Funny enough, who probably did a little more of that than anybody else, without excluding the last season, was Game of Thrones. We harped on it. We went down that road.
Yeah.
And there is video proof of me calling how they were going to end it. Only thing I was wrong about was they joked about making a democracy. They didn't actually make a democracy.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Everything else I got right. I called it. Just like I called Kong versus Godzilla. Just like I called. And I'm not, you know what it is? It's not that I think I'm some super genius. It's that a lot of stories.
Who you think you is? Who you think you is?
No, what it is most stories are based on, like, rooted on stories of the past.
Nah, you took a class. You took a class and then figured it all out and said this is what they go by, the guidelines.
They do, and this is why when I'm shocked, I'm pleasantly surprised. Like when I watched Gone Girl, I'll never forget it. Gone Girl was the most I did not know that was going to happen story, and I enjoyed the shit out of it. Mm-hmm. It made me look at my wife sideways for a good month. Like, I didn't even feel comfortable being next to her. I was like, you crazy, just like in this movie. I love being surprised.
Yeah,
I really do. When you can just surprise me, so like okay, let's what's it called? No, it's not flexing, Trevor.
He flexing.
No,
right, Trevor.
No. You know what other movie really surprised me? Was Detective Pikachu. That movie surprised me. I didn't think that's where it was going. If you guys have, I don't want to. I mean, I guess I could spoil it. No, I don't want to spoil it because once you know the ending, it kind of ruins the whole movie.
Yeah, just leave it alone.
Like you can say that about all movies, but no. Like if I tell you the ending,
Detective Pikachu was dope because it went away from how the game actually is. Well, most of the games are, right?
And that's how I would imagine life with Pokemon would be.
So the Pokemon,
like when he was out in the field and he ran into a Moroway, like a freaking not a Moroway, a Cubone, and it just beat his ass out in the wilderness, out in the woods, in the back of his house.
He threw
that
boomerang.
That is real. That's what I imagine. People think living with Pokemon be cool as shit, and then you minding your business, and then all of a sudden you're going across the street and a fucking Arbok goes across the highway, like chasing a goddamn Pikachu.
He get hit,
like, bro, could you imagine what type of insurance you'd have to have in the Pokemon world? It wouldn't even be acts of God. If actually there would be acts of gods, it'd be acts of God type Pokemon.
Arceus.
Yeah, acts of Arceus.
Yeah, we got to worry about there's a Kyogre out there somewhere.
Yeah,
just swimming around.
Bro, hey, did you hear that breakdown? That Cubones are basically Charmanders whose parents died.
How so? Because
Charmanders' tails are lit by their parents, and the skull of the freaking Cubone is just a Charizard.
So they just ground.
So you got a Charmander
type. And I thought they supposed to die when they flame is out. So you telling me that Cubone's a zombie then?
How often is it referenced that Pokemon die, except in the manga?
Wasn't it referenced in Gen 1?
The first game.
Yeah. It died.
But that was it.
But they had to change it up because they even took the game corner out.
Now this, of course, this is just a random like deep thought, and I was like, the math checks out. I could live in that world where
I don't want a zombie Cubone.
No, before you get on your high horse,
I don't want a zombie. I don't want a zombie.
Charizard ain't even a fucking dragon type. So let's stop right there.
He's a dragon type in X and Y. Relax.
He's a special version.
Relax. He becomes dragon and he looks cool. Why are you yelling?
No, because you get on your Pokemon high horse. Because you get on your Pokemon high horse. I know where this is
upset.
Snooty. Your nose got up in the air.
But you don't. But once again, you don't want Charizard as a zombie, as a zombie. You don't want Charizard as a dragon type. Why would you want that? Why would you want that? Now he's like.
No, but you making an argument that it can't happen in this weird, crazy ass Pokemon
but Charizard
world.
Is alive though. You're telling me Cubone is a zombie?
No, I'm telling you, Cubone is a Charmander that did not get its tail lit.
How is he a Charmander if he ain't got no? But he's supposed to die if he ain't got no flame on his tail. He's a zombie. That's why you can only catch the Marowak inside of the little memorial for Pokemon. Tower. And yeah, they reference it. Well, that Gen 1. That's Gen 1. Listen, I'm not going down this path with you. It's late. My back hurt. You over here talking about Cubones and Charmanders. You're confusing me. Don't ruin my childhood, sir. Okay? Don't ruin my childhood.
Hey, on a side note though, back to he said y'all wow. But back to the whole movie thing. I like being surprised.
To fight.
Man.
I look
yeah, he do be ready to fight, man.
Disrespectful.
Over Pokemon. Hey, but no, I like being surprised with movies. I will say that I enjoyed Godzilla. Kong versus Godzilla or Godzilla versus Kong. I forgot what it's called. I enjoyed it, but I was a little butthurt that I called it. I was like, damn it. I was hoping I was going to be wrong.
Mm-hmm. I didn't watch it yet.
Okay. That's why I'm trying to talk very vaguely.
Yeah, so leave me alone.
Just know that I was right.
Just leave me alone.
Yeah, just say that.
You gonna leave me alone?
No.
Gen 1 is the best gen. Don't at me, Trevor says. I'm not gonna argue with you. Some of my favorite Pokemon to this day are from Gen 1. Now, your Baron here says Gen 2. Trash.
Everything that makes the Pokemon community what it is.
Trash. Trash.
Came out of Gen 2.
Trash.
Hidden Values, Eggs,
Trash.
Nature. All of that came out. What are you talking about?
Trash. Dip. He dip. On the other note, did you show the stream your Pokemon poster?
Yeah, let me see.
Your audio. I thought your audio went out.
Let me fix it. This dude
man.
make me
Why you always so mad, man?
No.
The man, listen. The man said what he said. Trevor said Gen 1. I'm not gonna argue with him. I was just letting them know you said Gen 2. Just letting them know. I wasn't arguing with you.
I'm gonna stop. I'm not even gonna go there with you.
Johnny Man said my favorite is from Gen 1, so I gotta agree.
He likes Magnemite. That's why, because Magnemite is his all-time favorite.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
You can see it because of the damn lighting. Let me see.
It's up on the wall. You show him another day.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to. I got it all up on the damn wall,
man. But you know what? I really appreciate everybody sticking around and chilling with us today. It's our first one back, and damn,
this was actually lit.
I don't even know what episode we on, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to say we're like 70 something.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That means there's over 70 something hours of us talking shit.
Yes. Probably like 30 minutes short. I know one episode that I can remember was only like.
But then we got sidebar episodes. We did a couple interviews.
Oh, true. Facts.
I wonder how Mew and them is doing. Mew, we interviewed Chris. We interviewed quite a few people.
We got to get some more people on here.
Yeah.
Now that my computer's all good now, my computer
won.
So just to let y'all know what I was dealing with, I bought this high-end gaming laptop and it's trash. So to give you the little story, the backstory on it is I only had 120 gigs of SSD space on this laptop, right? And for everything that it takes to game on here, it's about 120 gigs, or not game, but to stream on here, it's about 120 gigs on here that I need for this, right? But you're also not accounting for the operating system, which took up 75% of that. So the problems I was dealing with was I didn't have no space for stuff. I kept having to delete stuff. And I also have a backup hard drive on here. 1 terabyte of space on here. And I could not use that, switch that to my main hard drive. But I've upgraded my RAM. I've upgraded the storage space. That's why we're able to do this podcast today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I'm terrible. I never want to engineer. That's my big issue. That's probably another.
It's not like he can't do it. He for sure can do it. There's that laugh.
Hey, look. Hey.
There's that laugh.
Hey, bro. Everybody will tell you, man. I'm quick to pass off responsibilities. Like I don't want to do it. You want to do it? You got it. Yeah, there you go. Like I'm so quick for that.
You're not telling me nothing I don't know.
Look, I'm the reluctant hero. Like I don't want it.
He said, "Oh, we streaming tonight? Oh man, I got to fix it. I got to eat." Hey, one time he was like, you know what? Let me try to. Nah, never mind. I'll catch y'all later. We'll do it next week.
Hey, I'm terrible. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I'm like.
But we have fixed all of our issues. YouTube is where we'll be streaming at from here on out. So we've made it official. You'll see some changes to the layouts. We do have some layout changes, and we'll be making those updates as we go along. So next week, we'll for sure be here.
Yes, sir.
So. I think that's it, man. We hit it, man. Everybody that's in here, I appreciate you guys once again for tuning in. Man.
Like, subscribe, share. It lets us know that we're doing something decent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though I would talk to nobody, because believe me, we've had plenty of those.
Oh yeah.
And crazy enough, we used to do these pre-recorded, like so we really were just talking to nobody.
Yeah.
Except each other. Like,
just as
it's hard to imagine now to do recorded episode. Like that's a damn.
That I couldn't do it. Or no, I could do it.
I mean, we had to.
Yeah, of course, we could do it. It's just that I'd rather this now because of the interactions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Appreciate everybody for tuning in too. Shout out ToneDef Network. Shout y'all
the
out.
ToneDef Network, Level 1 Gaming family.
He done gave us so many chances. We should have been on unemployment.
Bro, I think he's secretly done with us. It's okay though. We're gonna shoot him this episode link and see if he's like completely done with
We ain't gonna even say that. We just gonna send it to him.
I'm gonna just email it to him. He gonna be like, new number, who this? And I'm like, man, my bad, Tone.
You
but
know
yeah,
what it is.
Trevor, Flameser, Brian, Johnny Man, everybody, thank you guys. Thank you. We will be more consistent, and our debauchery and haberdasheries will be back. And
the haberdashery.
Haberdashery. But I'm gonna just stop because it's getting awkward.
Yeah.
Much love, guys.
You guys have a good night.
Subscribe, share. Peace.
Peace.